I apologize for that. I was having some technical difficulties there. Once again, welcome to the Lone Wolf and Cub variety slow / web show. Uh, this is episode 3, Revenge of the Akatsuki, as you can see here. Obviously, we'll be talking about a lot of Naruto stuff today. I apologize. I had to disconnect there for a second. I was having some issues with my connection. But seems like we've got it all sorted out now. We're just waiting for a couple more people to get on the show here, and then we'll start proceeding. But anyways, to start off, I hope that everybody is staying safe. I hope that everybody's practicing their social distancing so we can get this done and over with and get this world back to normal. That'll be a spectacular thing once we can get that accomplished. But in the meantime, here we go. We got episode 3. Like I said, we're going to be obviously talking about a lot of Naruto stuff. As you can see, I got Sasuke and Boruto behind me. I got a little bit of One Piece behind me as well. But, yeah, to kick off the show, as it was requested by the last couple of the viewers, they wanted to see more of the Naruto line and Boruto line Funko Pops. So I'm going to be reviewing a couple of those figures. I actually have 2 that I know one for sure is a Naruto figure, and I just got another package today, like literally 5 minutes ago. I don't know what it is. I know it's from Hot Topic. I'm pretty positive it's a Funko Pop. I don't think I have anything else pre-ordered from them except Funko Pops. So hopefully it'll be a Naruto, because if it's not a Naruto Funko Pop, it's going to be a little weird. But I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. So we'll just roll with the punches as it goes. So a big request was, after the last episode, a lot of people wanted to know, are you... He barely got experience. Are you, or do I have more Uchiha Funko Pop figures? And the answer to that is yes. So we'll start off with, I guess, the farthest back in the series, which would have been, it's labeled as a Shippuden figure, but in actuality, it's more of a Naruto figure, because this figure, if you're a fan of the series, this, as you know, is a figure that was at the end of Naruto going into Shippuden, and you can even tell from the outfit, but this was a limited edition convention exclusive, and it is the Sasuke curse mark, and that's figure number 455. This one wasn't really announced that much. It wasn't publicized very well or PR'd very well when they released this figure. It was kind of like a last minute thing that was announced last spring. But that's crazy. You gotta ask me. But so anyways, he wasn't announced very good. He wasn't PR'd very good, which kind of disappoints me, because Sasuke, I mean, in my opinion, the top 4 to 5 characters out there, talking to the general census of Naruto fans, is Sasuke, Naruto, of course, Itachi, Madara, and Obito. Those are like it seems like a general consensus. If you ask somebody, what's your top 3 favorite Naruto figures, one of those 5 guys will always make somebody's list, and more so Itachi, which we showed last week. But it's kind of disappointing they didn't promote this figure very well, especially the design of the character and what it is. So it is Sasuke as the curse mark, and it's a limited edition convention exclusive. And I mean, if you look at him, I mean, that is a beautiful figure there. I mean, you've got the cursed seal, yellow monster eye, you've got the Sharingan, you've got the cursed seal mark growing all over him, you've got the Chidori, and as you can see, if you see there, he's in his original Uchiha outfit from Naruto, not Shippuden. But as you see, they have labeled it as a Shippuden series. So that's my only complaint about this figure is that they should have. I don't know. Maybe it's just me nitpicking, but if you're gonna, they have a separate box line for the Boruto series, so it's like, well, if you're gonna go that far, you should have done Naruto Shippuden, and then Boruto. But it's a beautiful figure, and like I said, he wasn't well publicized, and you can get him off of collectors. Like nowhere sells at regular retail price anymore. The $12.99 to $14.99. But I mean, I've seen it going with collectors. You can normally haggle people down. Normally, the asking price is about $45-50, but I scooped mine up off eBay and got them for, I think it was like $31, $31. I mean, you could definitely talk people down, but I mean, if you're a Naruto fan and a Funko Pop collector or a Sasuke fan, he's definitely a good one to have in your collection. Plus, he's a limited edition, convention exclusive, so most of the time, following the trend of past Funko Pop figures, he will grow in value as time goes on. And especially now with what's going on in the world, who knows? Funko might not exist at the end of all this. We don't know. There's a lot of companies that are filing bankruptcy. I know AMC Theaters and Cinemark Theaters just yesterday announced that by the end of next week, if they don't calculate or figure something out for the movie theaters, they're going to have to file for bankruptcy. And those are the two biggest, at least on the East Coast of the United States, those are the two biggest cinemas. So hopefully, yes, it is a very good. It is a very gorgeous figure, and I'll show it once again. It is a very gorgeous figure. I love it. I was ecstatic when I got it because I have the curse seal mark tattooed up on my shoulder here. So it was great to get this guy in the collection, and I encourage, if you guys are Naruto fans or Funko fans or anime fans or Sasuke fan, definitely grab it. Now we're gonna do it, like I said, kind of in order here, except for the two that I'm going to unbox, because I like 100% sure I know which one's in the one box, but the other box that just came today, I'm not quite sure. But this one is a GameStop exclusive, and this dropped in the middle of January this year. He's been harder to find. Talking to other collectors, he's a little bit harder to find. And I think that's more, anything that has been released since 2020 is more harder to come by right now because of what's going on in the economy and because of COVID-19. So now is the time, if you see exclusives or anything and you get an opportunity to get them at retail price, I would definitely do a little research on the figure. But if you see that it's going to be rare and there's an opportunity, grab it. Because, for me, I'm collecting them, and then probably further down the line, I'm going to be getting rid of them like 10, 20 years when my daughter goes to college. But for other people that are just trying to make quick money and then flip it, that is a practice in itself in the Funko Pop world. But this guy is a GameStop exclusive. Kind of the same thing with Sasuke. He didn't get a lot of, he was a rumored figure for a while, and when they officiate him, it was less than a month before he was released that it was official that he was coming out, and so everybody and their mother was trying to get their hands on one. I fortunately got my hands on one, but this is the Madara Uchiha GameStop exclusive reanimation jutsu with the Rinnegan. And as you see there, I got a bad glare there, but if you can see his Rinnegan, and he's got the cracks on his face from the reanimation jutsu. He's got his Busho fan, and he's got of course, the classic, red armor from the village of the Hidden in the Leaves. Very, very gorgeous figure. Very great to have. especially if you're a diehard Naruto fan, this guy, I mean, you need him. And so the rumor is that Sage of the Six Paths is coming out on one of the next sets. So I'm hoping that to be true. And we're going to be getting an Obito as well, which would be really nice. And supposedly we're getting 2 different Obitos. The rumor is that one of the Obitos is with the Zetsu cow, as we would call it, when he finds his girl Rin dead, in front of him, Kakashi killing her. Supposedly that is one of the figures, and it will have the bloody die, with the Zetsu cow sprung out with the the spikes on his shoulder, around his head, because it's engulfing him. And then the other Obito figure is Obito with unmasked in the the Akatsuki garb, with the scarred up face, as we know him more so in the Fourth Great Ninja War. But this is a great figure. I've actually pulled this one out of the box. I don't pull too many out of the box, but I wanted to just pull him out of the box and get to touch him, get to see what the figure actually looks like out of the box. And it is a gorgeous figure. The hair is phenomenal, and which you really can't see because of the box and the glare, but no, you can kind of see the hair is almost down to the damn feet, in which that is true to the character. Which is really cool that they strike, because a lot of the times they won't do that with the figures because it causes a balancing issue, because some people do take these out of the box. They don't care about the value, which is fine. That's it, to each his own. But, it's awesome that they actually went the true character length of the hair. I mean, it's almost touching the damn floor when you stand them. So it's a good figure. It's a very, 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 very good figure to have if you're a Naruto fan. And it just seems like we're continuing to do Uchihas today, because my next is, now this one I just picked up not too long ago at Walmart, so you can get the basic line figures, not the seventh Hokage Naruto that I have in the chase of that. You've got to go online for that, or go to a collector's store. You will not find that at a general retailer. You would have to go to a specialty store, or Funko store, comic book store, manga store, something along those lines, or online, because it's a triple anime exclusive, so they won't sell those in Walmarts and GameStops and whatnot. But this is more of a common figure, but it is working its way up. It's already worth over 20, which is surprising. It may die down, it may not, because we have old Tenya. If you're a Funko Pop collector, he was a common figure in the first line of My Hero Academia, and he's one of the highest valued figures, and he was a common. But Funko didn't let anybody know that they only made a limited amount of that, and they do that sometimes in lines, and so that's where they hook you in to wanting to buy every single one up, because you might just get a gem. So that's how they get you. But this is Sarada Uchiha. This is, I love this figure. It's gorgeous. The glasses really make it for me. I've had some friends that really can't stand her because of the glasses, and she has a Sharingan, and everybody's like, well, she has a Sharingan, why the hell does she need glasses? It was just, I just think it's more of maybe a Clark Kent thing. That's my opinion, that maybe she really doesn't need the glasses. She uses it as a crutch, or maybe a self-conscious issue. But man, is it a gorgeous figure. It is very gorgeous, very detailed, beautiful figure. And as you can see, they don't have 7th Hokage Naruto, because he's a AAA anime exclusive, and there's a chase to him. And I have both. He was reviewed in the first episode of the Lone Wolf and Cub show. So, but there's Boruto, Mitsuki, and Sarada. And there is a Snake Sage mode of Mitsuki too, which is a Hot Topic exclusive, which could potentially be the one that I don't know. I have a friend on right now. Willie's his name. Shout out to him. He'll be, in the following weeks, we're going to try and collaborate because of, the quarantine issues and everything. We're going to be trying to get a collaboration show going, which will be a spinoff of the Lone Wolf and Cub show. It'll be a compilation of his show, my show, put together. And we are calling it the Big Three. We don't have an official date for that yet, but we're going to be working that out, so you'll have to bear with us. And it'll be more than what my show is or what his show is. It'll be generalized debates, that are going on in the anime world or video game community. But back to Sarada. Yeah, not a lot of people are fans of her glasses. I am. I love Sarada. And Sasuke and Itachi are my two favorite characters. And I think it's cool because Cub's a girl, obviously. If you have not seen Cub in previous videos, Cub, I'm Lone Wolf, and my daughter is Cub. So Sasuke is one of my favorite characters, and so he has a daughter. So it's like, cool, I can relate to him. So beautiful figure, and that is from, as you can see here, it's from the Boruto line. And that is figure 672, and you can find it under Pop Animation Series 672. But it's really good. I think these figures are going to pick up a lot more. People have been requesting One Piece and Boruto and Naruto, and they are seemingly to listen to the fans now more. So we'll see what happens, especially now with COVID-19. Hopefully it does not slow the production of the figures, because we have a great My Hero Academia line and Dragon Ball line coming out in July, which is going to be phenomenal. They're focusing more on the villains on this third line of My Hero Academia, so I'm very excited. And there's going to be some really good promo figures. I've got majority of all the exclusives pre-ordered, so we'll go over those, but we've got a ways to go for those, and it probably maybe even longer than July now because of the issues of everything being pushed back, which I have to find out about, because I have a 10-inch All Might Funko that's a GameStop exclusive and whatnot. So we'll unbox the first one, which I am pretty sure I know what it is, but we'll check. Yep, it's what I thought it was. Now this is a 6-inch figure. Alright, this is exciting. I'm very excited about this figure. The box looks good shape. Box looks in really good shape. Alright, so this is, now they have already released a Ninetales cloaked Kurama. They have released a flocked Kurama, which is like a furry version that is like fuzzy, and a regular Kurama. Now I have regular Kurama and I have flocked Kurama. I do not have Ninetales Kurama because that came out before I was in the Funko. It came out like 5 years ago. And I got into Funko like 3 years ago. But this is a Hot Topic exclusive. It is sold out. It's sold out twice, and I got it on the second run. The first run, I could have got it, and then they got a few more in, and I got an email about it from Hot Topic because I'm a backstage member. But this is Kurama in the Sasuno armor. And you see it's got the crystal on its head. I'm a little disappointed, though, that you can't see Naruto or Sasuke up in the head. That would have been the coup de grace for me. But, yeah, man, that is a gorgeous figure. Whew! Yep, majestic attire, Sasuno. Majestic attire, Sasuno. But, man, it's a 6-inch... it's a gorgeous, gorgeous figure. Man, that's really nice. That is a pretty cool figure. And hopefully they release a Sasuno now. I want a Sasuno. I have Kurama. Now I got Kurama in the Sasuno armor, but I want Sasuno. Especially if they would do, what is it? Itachi's Toski Blade Sasuno. With the shield as well. That would be cool. If they did a Sasuno line, that would be even cool. You could have Shisui's Sasuno. You could have Donzo has a Sasuno. They showed it in the manga, and then you have Itachi, Madara, and Sasuke. So you could have 5 6-inch Sasuno figures. But man, that is a gorgeous figure. I see why it's sold out. Very gorgeous, very nice. I'm digging it. Beautiful figure. If you get a chance, like I said, it's a Hot Topic exclusive, as you can see right there. And that is the Kurama in Majestic Attire Sasuno. That's a mouthful. And that's Naruto Shippuden figure number 725. And that's in the 6-inch line. But yeah, beautiful figure. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I guess we'll open this one up. I don't know what this one could be. It could be multiple things. It's definitely a 6-inch. I think I know what it is, and y'all are gonna be really geeking about this, because this wasn't supposed to come out till July, so this came out early. This wasn't supposed to be a July figure. I could ruin it for you right now. It's a Pop Ride, so it's not. Yeah, no, it would be a 6-inch. Yeah, it's a 6-inch, but it would be maybe sideways. But it is from the Pop Ride series. Oh, God. Oh, man, this is going to be gorgeous, dude. Yes, it is a little bit of a different... it is a 6-inch. Oh, my God, this is a gorgeous figure. I'm sure you can see on the top here who this guy is if you're a Naruto fan. This has been requested by the fans for the last 3 years on why we do not have a figure of him, but we do now, and it wasn't supposed to be July, so there it is, world premiere on the Lone Wolf and Cub Variety Show, just came today in the mail, so that means that it was probably released yesterday, because they normally release them on Fridays going into the weekend. That is Jiraiya on the Toad. And that's part of the new Pop Rides series. That is a gorgeous, but it is set up as a 6-inch. Man, what a gorgeous figure. That is a gorgeous figure. Man. As you can see him there. It's number 73 in the Ride series. That's how you know it's a newer series, because of the lower number. And then you could see, this is the most recent line that came out. Naruto doing the ninja run, as everybody loves, with the arms aiming back. Gaara, Orochimaru, and Tsunade. That's what the new line was. And the sexy harem jutsu Naruto, which I have, and Madara. Those were the 6, and this is the 7th of that set. And Kurama and the Sasuno attire. But there you go, world premiere just came out. I guarantee you it came out yesterday, and I got it in the mail today. So there you go. It wasn't supposed to be out till July, but there we go. Jiraiya on the Toad. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love how the hair is as long as it's supposed to be. It's down past his legs technically. So that is a true to form figure. Once again, Funko, stupendous job. Great detail on the headband. Great, great figure. Great. Glad to have that one into the collection. So I got a bunch of empty boxes. Mrs. Wolf's going to love that. All right. So next we'll move over to the manga section of the. Sorry, I was just reading some comments there. I'm kind of like bouncing. I got two screens going on here. We'll go over and we'll hop over to some reading material because everybody's locked down. So this, some just suggested or recommended reading material if you're an anime fan, comic book fan. Start off, if you were a fan of Fairy Tail, now they're up to volume 3. I believe volume 4 is just about to come out or just came out. Now this is released by Kodansha Comics. That is the name of the company that pushes these out. But if you are a fan of Fairy Tail, this is Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest #1. The rumor is they will be animating this because people are heartbroken. As you know, Fairy Tail, has come to an end. This is the new series. It's about them picking up the 100-year. They've decided to tackle a 100-year quest, nobody has attempted to take this quest on in over a century. And of course, Fairy Tail and Natsu and Urza and Gray and Lucy, everybody's gonna take a crack at it. But if you love Fairy Tail, I'm not gonna reveal any spoilers. I'm just letting you know that there is new material out there for Fairy Tail fans. Pick it up. They haven't animated it yet or AKA serialized it yet, but I'm sure it will happen because of the popularity and the fan base of Fairy Tail and what it did for the anime community. But I have up to volume 3. Like I said, volume 4 is either out or is about to come out. But it's great. I'm not going to spoil anything. Like I said, if you're a fan, let me put it this way though. Don't read this if you haven't dabbled in the mainline series of just Fairy Tail, because it'll be a little confusing on some parts. A little bit confusing. I mean, you could probably get through it, but I would read Fairy Tail first, or at least read some synopsis on Fairy Tail to just make sure that you're kind of up to date on the character backgrounds. But very great series. I'll be very excited when they animate this one. That'll be a good one. Okay, so I had a question. Because I did a comic book on the first episode, and somebody actually asked me this question the other day when I was streaming and I was talking about comic books. So I brought 2 things from the comic book world for today's episode. One of the questions that was asked to me, if you don't know, there is a big villain that has been gaining massive traction in the DC universe. Detective Comics, DC is Justice League, Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, if you didn't know. There's been a huge villain in the past couple years that has gained immense popularity, is a game changer in himself, and he is called the Batman Who Laughs. He's a very dark, twisted version of Batman. It's like take Batman and Joker, combine them together, and that's the Batman Who Laughs. So the deadliness and precision of Batman, but the psychosis of the Joker, and looks like the Joker too. And he got that. Yeah, he's nuts. He's nuts. Wearing a little bit of SMM type gear, but he's morbid, he's cool, he's a dark figure. I mean, he's got that Venom feel to him, he's just that, he's such a cool, well-drawn and written out character that you can't not be interested in him. He's got a great appeal, great look, he's pure and utter psychotic. But they wanted to know what was his first appearance. I have the first appearance, and I will show you what the first appearance is. And this is the direct sales first edition. I picked this up from a local store called Joy's Japanimation in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. So look them up if you haven't on Facebook. They're on Instagram, and that is Joy's Japanimation in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, where all your comic book, anime, and manga needs can be satiated and filled. It's a great place, great culture. Hopefully, once this quarantine's over, maybe I'll catch some of you guys there. If you do, let the owner know, hey, Cody sent me, Lone Wolf or Cody sent you. He'll appreciate it. It's a great store, though. But you wanted to know, one of the people wanted to know what the first issue appearance of Batman Who Laughs was. And that would be Teen Titans, the Rebirth. And that is issue number 12. And as you can see, this is the series he came out in, Dark Knight's Metal. And that is the issue. That is the cover A. And that is the direct sales first edition, Teen Titans, Gotham Resistance Part 1, DC Universe Rebirth, issue number 12. And that is the first appearance of the Batman Who Laughs. So that was an answer to a question from a previous stream. And I had told the person that I would throw it on the episode. So we answered that question. Next is, and this thing is a tank. It's a little pricey, but if you want some awesome reading material, this is called Blackest Night. And this is the 10th anniversary omnibus, the complete collection. This is the first omnibus to come out of Blackest Night. I'm sure they'll do another edition in a year or two, but this is the first edition. As you can see, sorry, this thing's like heavy. It's a clunker. It's a good 10, 15 pound book. Normal retail for this is $150. You can get it way less than that. You can get it actually under $100, especially now on Amazon, or you can use the online app Comixology if you want to read digital. I don't like digital. But pretty much to give you the rundown of what Blackest Night is it was the reinvigoration of the Green Lantern universe by one of the most well-known DC writers and comic book impresarios, aficionados, Jeff Johns, and he really revitalized Green Lantern. This was something that needed to be done, especially when the horrible, it was right around when the movie had come out with Ryan Reynolds that we don't talk about. And he definitely, he knocked it out of the park. We got the Sinestro Corps. We got the Indigo Lanterns, the Blue Lanterns, the Orange Lantern, the Red Lanterns. Then we got a White Lantern. He knocked it out of the park. And, the introduction of the Black Lanterns, which were like zombies almost, just decimating the DC universe. And then regular heroes and villains becoming ring bearers. Was phenomenal. I mean, you have Mira being a Red Lantern. You have Scarecrow from Batman being a Yellow Lantern for Fear, obviously. You had the Flash. The Flash, he for a time he was a Blue Lantern, which is Hope. The Atom was an Indigo Lantern, which is Compassion. It's a phenomenal run. And there's a lot of death and a lot of destruction in this. And, if you want a darker DC arc, and everybody's involved in this, not just Green Lantern. I mean, everybody in the DC universe is impacted by this event. And, it was awesome. It's awesome. And what better time to do it if you want some good comic book reading material and a good story, and you want the story in its entirety, not your little $25, 250-page Blackest Night compilation, but you want the whole story in and out. Get this bad boy, because it'll satiate everything. And you can see the artwork in here. There's Blue Lantern, St. Walker. I love him. There's one of the Blue Lanterns right there over here. And you can see the art in this is just fantastic. It's a great book. It's a great story. It's a very violent story as well. It's awesome though. I mean, and if you're a fan, and here, I'll even take off the sleeve to it, and you can see it's got the Black Lantern emblem there, and you can see all the dead DC members. Yes, they got Superman too, became a Black Lantern. So, you can see, and there's Wonder Woman. They've got a slew of, that's Necron right there. But that's an impactful picture right there. Having a resurrected Black Lantern Superman trashing everybody and killing, because what they do is they kill you, and if you have anything on the spectrum, whether it's love, malice, anger, for Red Lanterns, if you have any of the spectrum in you, they can turn you. Once they kill you, they can turn you. So it's pretty crazy, but if you like that kind of stuff, definitely go and check it out. Another question, and I will show you real quick. I've been getting a lot of questions about on Mixer. What kind of camera do I use? That's an easy answer for you. I had to go and find the box, but it's called the Razer Kyo, as you can see there. It's RAZER, and it's the Kyo, and that hooks up to, this can hook up to your PC, laptop, or Xbox. So, and it's under $100. You can get this under $100. It's a 720p, 60 FPS HD video. It's great. It's great. Like I said, I spent a little under $100 for it. Gets it done, and this thing works as a light. You can adjust it and turn it, and that's the actual size of it too. And there's a clip on the base, if you see, and you can clip it to your TV, the top of your computer, the side of your table. It's very convenient, very friendly for streaming purposes, or blogs, web shows, webcasts, podcasts, whatever. But to answer a question from the other day, someone had asked me if I would throw that on the show, and so there you go. There it is, the Razer Kyo. That's what I use. I'll probably upgrade by this summer, because I want to get either 1080p or 4K, just because of the demand of everything, and then also because I review figures and books and stuff like that. A little better detail, crispness. For you guys to be able to see a little better. But there's your answer to that. Another question that got brought up to me was the Fig Pen set. Did I get the Fig Pen set for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot pre-order release at GameStop? Yes, I did. And it is a beautiful series. If you don't know what Fig Pens are, they are getting very big. They're like Funko Pops, but they are figure pens. And you can take them out and stand them up. But to show you, and I actually have both editions of this Goku that they gave out. Both of them are very hard to get. But if you see, it came like this. I believe they still have some on sale. It's a beautiful case. There's the pins themselves. I took the Goku out to show you. They gave you those four, and then you were given this one, and it came with the case for it. And it is Goku doing the Spirit Bomb. But the crazy part is there is a variant figure of this one as well. So this one was already hard to get, because the only way you got it is if you pre-ordered it for, the day one release. And they had limited amounts, at the store, first come, first serve. Then on top of that, they did another limited release of the same exact figure, except he is glittered. But here, I'll show you the whole entire set there. It's a nice magnetic box that seals shut. Very nice collector's box that it stays in. Very nice, very nice. It says, Fig Pen, collect awesome. The other variant figure is like a glittered metallic version of that Goku doing the Spirit Bomb, and I have that figure as well. I didn't think to grab it, and I don't feel like running upstairs and going through all my collector stuff to find it. So unless it's requested, I might put it on another episode. But that was asked as me as well. And I apologize. And then we'll go on to some movie and video game reviews, and then we'll wrap this episode up. Banpresto figures. Yes, I have two for you today. One of them is Sasuke doing the Chidori. Very detailed figure, as you can see. Even his eyes, down to the detail. They've got the cursed seal on his neck. Very gorgeous, super detailed figure. I mean, you can see it's got the Uchiha emblem, which I have that tattooed on me as well. And people that don't believe me that I've taken it to that extreme, there it is right there. Die-hard anime fan. But the cool part about this figure is, and this is another thing from Joy's Japanimation, it sits and stands beautifully. But the really cool part about this figure is that if you buy the Banpresto Naruto, and as you can see, the detail on Naruto is, and I'll kind of get off camera so it focuses on him. The detail on the Naruto is just as good as the Sasuke. But, if you got them, boom, you've got a two-piece set. It's really, really, really cool. Really, really good set. These guys go $24.99 or under for these two particular statues. You have Naruto Rasengan and Sasuke Chidori. And once again, that's made by Banpresto. So if you like the Banpresto figures, and I'll continue to review one or two Banprestos per episode because I have a stockpile of them. But this is a more popular set that I've seen going online. Especially recently, and I don't know why. I don't know if there's something I'm not catching, but recently they've been selling really good. The Sasuke and Naruto, but great figures. And like I said, I got mine from Joy's Japanimation in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. But you can get them online. You can get them all over the place. Amazon. And like I said, it's normally about $24.99, somewhere in that range. $14.99 to $24.99, depending on where you're going to get it. So that's what's nice about them Banprestos. Most of the time, they're not, except for the Grandistas. The last two that I've showed you, the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegito, and the what is it? The Deku. I have a Zoro and a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta. All of those Grandistas, you're paying $30 or above. Sometimes you pay $50, $60 for them because they're bigger figures. They're at least 9 times out of 10, they're at least 11.5 inches tall, and they're super, super detailed. Which, if you've seen the previous two episodes, you obviously would know. But if not, look them up. Banpresto Grandista, and that's Grandista. Look up that category of Banpresto figure. That's my recommendation. I love Grandista figures. Those are the best, most detailed, to the book, and they're big, and that's why I like them. But they're big, but they're convenient that you could have them on a shelf. You could put them on your desk at work, your office at home, whatever it may be. That's the nice part. They're big, but it's not like, oh my God, they're just way too big. So that is the nice part. So we were talking about the Dragon Ball Z figure pins. So you guys know, It has been announced we are getting Super Saiyan God, Goku and Vegeta, Whis and Beerus. It is determined as a boss battle episode. It's like called Power Awakening, I guess, is going to be the dub or translated of the DLC arc for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. So we will be getting Beerus, we will be getting Whis, we will be getting Super Saiyan God, Goku, and Vegeta. What we don't know is what the premise of the story is. They're saying it is not Battle of the Gods, so it's going to be interesting to see on how they're going to explain this and work this in. The speculations are, though, that they did say it is coming out in spring. So the speculation right now is that it should come out on a Friday. So we're thinking either April 17th, April 24th, or May 1st. That would be the target range in the next 3 weeks if it comes out. It seems primarily that Bandai likes to drop their DLCs on Fridays. So we will have to wait and see what happens with that, but that is still very exciting, and supposedly once that DLC drops, they'll already be announcing on what the next DLC is going to be, because the rumor is that when you beat that DLC first episode with Beerus and Whis, supposedly just like in the game when you beat arcs, it would have a preview of what the next arc was going to be, and supposedly it is going to have a preview at the end of beating at the first DLC episode / arc. So it'll be exciting to see. Everybody's saying more so it's going to be Broly or Tournament of Power of some sort, introducing Broly or Jiren, and also the introduction of Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. But let's not forget, if they do that, we still have, Ultra Instinct, and we have Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolved with Vegeta, and also we have Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken times 10 Goku. So there's still a lot of add-ons, a lot of features they can do, and let's keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully, since they're working on it and been pushing it, that Broly being a Z-Warrior, let's hope that they let us play as Broly. That would be awesome. And if we could get it online on Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, that would be awesome too. So we don't have all this OP and modding that goes on in Xenoverse 2. To see a fighting game that is not going to be, so stiff. That is my only issue with Xenoverse 2. Great game. Controls too stiff. But yeah, so the 17th, 24th, 1st, or 8th is the predicted dates in the next 4 weeks. That is the projected date of the release of the DLC. Just moving on. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, you can check that out on my YouTube channel. This video will be uploaded to YouTube, but you can check that out on my YouTube channel. I've been streaming it at least once a day. YouTube channel is Lone Wolf and Cub. If you type in Lone Wolf and Cub and then Final Fantasy VII, it should pop up on the search bar there. Also, if you follow me here on Mixer, you can find my YouTube link right under my bio on my Mixer page. But all I have to say is Game of the Year. My opinion. Game of the Year. Maybe call me biased because I played it all the way back in 1997, and I played it when it originally released 23 years ago. 1997, yes, it was like 23 years ago. All I can say is graphics, controls, the new battle system, how they took only disc 1 and in making it into a full game, is phenomenal. And if you could give me one moment, I have to respond to something very quickly. it's so fresh and reinvigorating to see what they have done with this. I'm 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 stupefied. I'm enamored. I am elated. I am joyous. I'm wonderful. I'm great. This now the thing is that I know I'm going to beat this game within the next week, and I'm going to do everything I possibly can in it. And I'll probably play it twice. But my next question is it going to take you another 7 to 10 years to make the next part, Square Enix? That is my question. Is it going to take another 7 to 10 years to get that other part? Because that's the part that worries me. I am hopeful. I am happy. I am all those terms that I just told you about this game. Greatest RPG of all time. But how long are we going to have to wait for that other content? How long are we going to have to wait for Remake Part 2, Part 3, and potentially a Part 4? They're talking about maybe 4 parts because of all the news. They want to do it as it was originally meant to be done, but there wasn't enough room because it was on PS1. So it's like you're going to do all that. How long are you going to keep us waiting? Kingdom Hearts, we had to wait 13 years for the third one. 13 years between the second and third one. I just hope that they don't drop the ball on this. I really do. Because that's what will kill this. If it's going to take them 4 to 5 years, 7 years, 10 years to release, don't even do it. Drop the project now. If you can release it every year to 2 years tops. 2 years tops. And I'm saying that's like the longest I'm willing to wait. Is tops. And I mean, and you better be giving me a 60 to 100 hour game every time if you're making me wait 2 years per entry. Because that means by the time, if they're doing it every 2 years, by the time the fourth one would come out, I'd be 40. Okay? I'm 33 now. So, almost damn near 40. Okay? Game came out when I was like 10. Yeah. 1997, I would have been 10. So, I just hope it's my rant and it's my worry and my concern. Because this game is phenomenal. It is electrifying. It will blow your socks off if you are a Final Fantasy fan, especially a Final Fantasy VII fan. It will knock you to the ground. It will make you feel like you are reliving your childhood, which is fantastic nostalgia. But when we get to the end of it, which I'm not at the end of it yet, I'm only 10 hours in. Supposedly, I still got about 60 more hours because I'm doing everything in it. What's the cliffhanger? How bad are you going to leave us hanging on the edge of our seats? And are you guys going to drop the ball? That's my question to Square Enix. Other than that, pick it up. I'm not recommending it. I'm telling you. If you have a PS4, if you are an RPG fan, anime fan, Final Fantasy fan, any of those categories, pick it up. It is worth it. It is worth every dime. And then some. Because there's some choices that you can make and there's some replayability on it that you can get a little bit of different variations of things. Fantastic game. And I will continue to be streaming it on YouTube. And just keep an eye out for it. Follow me. Like, subscribe, comment, follow on YouTube. It'll give you the notification when I live stream. I will be live streaming today as well. That's all I have to say about Final Fantasy VII. I'm very passionate about it, as you can see, and I just don't want to be waiting 10 years for a 4-part game. You know what I mean? And now, there was a game called Dot Hack back in the PS2 days that they did 4 entries to it, and they did really good with it. 1 per year. 1 came out a year. It was a 4-part RPG, 20 hours a piece. Came out to be an 80-hour, 20, 30-hour game. And, but even still then, a year wait was rough because each one ended with a cliffhanger. So this has been done before. The question is, Xeno Saga, the prequels to Xenogears. Xenosaga, episode 1 to 3. There was some time in between those. I fell out of it after episode 2 because it took too long to come out with episode 3. So hopefully they don't do that to us on Final Fantasy. But moving forward, I just got two movies to review. They came out on digital release. We got Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys for Life. Definitely go check it out. If you've checked out the previous Bad Boys, if you haven't, I know the Xbox store is doing a special right now. I think it's like $24.99, $29.99. You get all 3 Bad Boys, uncut with the special features, everything, under $30. But great. Don't want to reveal anything to you, but it ties the whole series up in a whole, and it's very touching to see Martin Lawrence and Will Smith back together at it. My God, I think the last one came out in 2002 or 2003, so 17 years. Took a while, but they finally got it out. So it's good to see those two reunited, and if you're a fan of the series, it's definitely a must-watch. Anything Will Smith's, in my opinion, is a must-watch. He's a phenomenal actor and person, and morals and values and what he stands for. The other one, we watched with Cub. It came out Tuesday. You can rent it, you can't own it, but Trolls 2 World Tour. It was great. I liked it. I mean, crap, they even got Ozzy Osbourne in there as the grandpa of the Rock Trolls. Which is cool in itself. Ozzy's been gaining a lot of momentum, as you know, with his release of Ordinary Man, his drop of the album Ordinary Man. Shout out to him, and Post Malone and Elton John, all those guys that worked on that with him. Phenomenal final album for that man and his legacy. But it was refreshing to get to see him in a kids movie. That made me chuckle. I like some hard rock. And but it was a good family movie, and it was about differences and accepting each other, and segregation and all that. Teaching kids very good values and morals, and that's good. But the premise of the movie is that being different is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Being different is a good thing. Trolls 2, definitely check it out. I give it a thumbs up. Wasn't quite as good as the first one. First one I thought was a little better, but it was definitely good. To give the announcement for this upcoming week on the streaming channels, on Lone Wolf and Cub 17 channel, on Mixer, and the YouTube channel. For YouTube, this week coming up, we will be streaming, as I said, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and we will also be streaming Persona 5 Royal Edition. And we may be doing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure as well on the YouTube channel, and Fist of the North Star. Now, that has been a request of a few different people that I need to stream those anime games, so I have heard you, I am listening, keep an eye out. As for the Mixer channel, we will be doing Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. We'll be doing Resident Evil 3, finishing that out. We're at the hospital, we're almost at the end. Resident Evil 2, we'll be doing Claire's story. Leon has now been beaten, if you've been keeping up with the Mixer channel. Nier Automata will be on as well. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, which we're over halfway. And, maybe some One Piece World Seeker if we can get some bonus time in there. But that's what's going on for this week coming up for the streaming community. Now, as for the anime debate channel, the Big Three, we'll be working, like I said, in the next, hopefully, 2 weeks here. We can get something collaborated because of quarantine issues. I'll have to get with my boy Willie P, and we'll be trying to get that out to you as soon as possible. And then, as always, the next episode will be next Friday or Saturday, maybe a little earlier. We may do a double episode feature next week, but just keep an eye out on the aspect of that. Other than that, I want to thank you guys for stopping in today and stopping by the show, showing your support. It's always greatly appreciated. you guys take time out of your day to watch my goofy ass. But I appreciate it. And once again, with what's going on in the world, practice your social distancing. Get your essentials. Do what you got to do. You know what I mean? But just, hang in there, hang tough. Keep your family safe. Keep yourself safe. So that we're all safe. And that's the key thing. And I truly, my heart goes out to all of you, anybody that is struggling through this time, which we believe everybody is. I'm here for you. I'll keep uploading content. I hope it helps your day. It helps my day. It breaks up the regular, monotony of being quarantined. But I could do this laying down, honestly. But that's just me, though. That's just me. Not a lot of people can. So that's why I'm saying my heart goes out to all of you, and I hope that you guys are staying safe and being okay. But other than that, it's the end of the episode. Thank you all for coming. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you liked anything, didn't like anything, or you'd like to see certain things on the upcoming episodes or on my upcoming streams, please give a like, follow, subscribe on my YouTube channel or Mixer. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. And, give a comment. Throw out a recommendation. If there's something you would like me to talk about, show, anything on future episodes, future streams, games you would like me to see, please, by all means, I encourage it. And just remember, always be there or be square, and always stay over 9,000. That's all I got for you today. Y'all be safe.